Hey there, it's Trevor here with another Daclus quality review. This is part of my New Year's resolution to see every movie that comes out in my theater and give a quick little review while sitting in my car on my phone. Now, I said I was probably going to see Finding Dory before you're getting this out here, but I tried to go and it was sold out before, and I was finally able to go. It was still completely packed. I could not find the best seating. I had to sit in the third to front row or something like that, and I don't normally sit in those front rows, but barely. It was full. The only seating that was actually really available was the front row, but there were one or two spaces open in every row or here and there. So it was pretty packed. But anyway, Finding Dory. This is the sequel to Finding Nemo, and it's sort of about Dory sort of remembering her past and trying to find her family, her parents. And I'd say the other, at least from my memory, it's actually been a long time since I saw Finding Nemo, but I remember I used to watch it all the time. But from my memory, that one was funnier. The original, the Finding Nemo, was a lot funnier, I think. But this one had a lot more emotion, at least from my standpoint. Then again, it was a very different time, very different age, so maybe I'd have different thoughts now. And I don't know, maybe I'd have to see the first one again. But this one was incredibly emotional. So the entire time, from the very beginning, I was already in tears, and so they had me every other time. The emotional stuff really got to me, and it's really strong. So it's Ellen DeGeneres is the main one. I actually don't know the voices of the other characters really, but yeah, she's sort of the one carrying it, and it's fun. It's not like I'm saying the other one was funnier, but that doesn't take away. This one's still a lot of fun. It's still very much enjoyable. I highly recommend you see this movie. I mean, there's not much I can say about it. I think for the most part, everyone knows about Finding Nemo and that had a huge success. And Finding Dory here it's huge. I know it's made a lot of money, and it's well deserved. This is a great film. It's highly emotional. I'm still feeling it now. There's nothing really to critique other than to say go see this movie. It's so good. It does fall. Some of the jokes don't entirely work for me, but overall, I don't have a huge issue with it. And because the stuff that does work is really good, and the emotional stuff is incredibly emotional, incredibly powerful, and it's just really good. It should make you cry. It's really good. So yeah, I highly recommend you see Finding Dory. This is going to be a shorter one, mainly for that reason of, I have nothing really too much to say about this other than, it's a really good movie. Go see it. It's a fun kids movie. If you have a kid, go take your kid, or you have a nephew or niece or something. I didn't go with mine, but if you have a younger kid that you have in your family or something, you take them, because I'm sure they'll really enjoy this. And I think this is, I mean, it's a great sequel. For a sequel, definitely, I feel like you need, it might have been good if I had watched the first one before this one, just to brush up, but at the same time, very good. It gets a huge pass for me. So, coming out this week, what do we have? We have Independence Day Resurgence. Shoot, what are the other ones? What came out? Come on, brain, think. Shoot. There are 3 movies, I believe, that came out this week. Oh well. You'll see them. They'll pop up on here. So, subscribe to the channel to see more reviews like this and what's coming. You might know what came out this week. I already forgot. But, yeah, so check it out. Wait for those reviews. We also do reaction videos here for lots of different types of trailers. It's geeky trailers for the most part, so the comic book movies, any other sci-fi fantasy movies, TV shows, video games, comic books, whatever trailers might come out. We also have a podcast, at Geek Wars Podcast, where we talk about the geeky things of each week in terms of news. We also, on there, we have another podcast that's just starting about the TV show, the U.S. version of Big Brother. We also have something coming up called Die Hard Anna, so if you're a Die Hard fan, check that out. It's basically just discussing, coming up with a movie and saying, is this like Die Hard? Here's why, but it's Die Hard on, like, say, a boat or something like that. Anyway, I'm not the best describer. I'm not actually the main person hosting that podcast or anything, so I don't know too much about it. But check those out at Geek Wars Podcast. Find us everywhere at Geek Wars Podcast on Twitter. You can find us on Facebook. You can find me on Twitter at Daclus. Spelling is in the title of the video. Thank you, everyone, for watching, and until next time, bye! Did I hit stop? Why can't I hit stop, like, every time? Bye!